All right, here we go. Today's lesson that we're going to work on has a couple targets. Our learning targets are to improve reading and writing skills and to also identify characteristics of a responsible citizen. And we are starting our Ronald McDonald fundraiser for 2015. And we really need to work quickly because there's a lot of work that needs to be done to do this activity. And this is going to be a project that you guys are going to be proud to say, I did this. Right?
Or you can add our names on there.
Well, this is just something that I put together so you could understand what we're actually doing. Because Chase and Caden, you have not been to the Ronald McDonald House yet. Right. So Dakota's the only person that knows what to expect. So before we start doing all this work, and every time I ask you to do something, some of the things that I ask you to do, you may go, oh, I don't want to do that. But I want you to keep the end product in mind. So this is what it's going to be like. This is why we're working hard in class. What are we going to do? We're going to host a food drive to fill the cupboards at the Ronald McDonald House. Make soft tie blankets to donate to the families to give to their sick children. Plan, shop for, and cook a meal for the families to eat the night we drop off our donations. Why are we doing this? Well, one, we feel great when we help others. And I know you guys have told me that. You feel great when you are able to help others. Caden, I don't know that you've had, since you're new here, I don't know that you've had that opportunity to feel great. But you're going to get to that spot, and you will feel good when this is done. You have other schools?
No, here when we did when we did the Aspire, where we donated all that food.
Oh, yes.
And I think blankets or something like that.
That does feel good when we go to the Aspire to help, and when we cook on Mondays, every other Monday. That does feel good. You're right. Some people in this room have actually stayed at the Ronald McDonald House before. Now, more people in our class have stayed there, but we're short-staffed today. 3 people are gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Caden.
Emily stayed at her mom stayed.
Yeah, let's go around the table first, okay? Caden, do you know if your family, anyone in your family, has ever had to stay at the Ronald McDonald House before? You don't know? When you were born, were you a regular weight or were you a real small preemie baby?
I was small.
You were small. Did you have to stay at the hospital extra?
I think I did. I'll have to ask my mom.
That would be a good question to ask your mom because it's very possible that your mom stayed at the Ronald McDonald House while she was visiting you at the hospital.
I don't know my question for that.
I know. So we're going to go right on. Chase, I'm glad you came straight out and said that, so we're going to go right to Dakota.
And Emily's parents stayed at the McDonald House.
Yes?
And my mom and dad stayed at the McDonald House.
Yes. So Emily was a premature baby, and she stayed there. And Dakota, more than once, your family has used the Ronald more than 10 times probably, right? Do they still stay at the Ronald McDonald House when you go to Iowa City for checkups?
No.
No. But you could if you ever needed it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Because we just check my legs and we just leave.
So you drive up, have your exams, and then leave?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I have used the Ronald McDonald House when one of my children was sick, and I really appreciated all their help. They're wonderful people. And we don't know about Jarrett, do we?
No.
So we'll have to ask Jarrett the same question we asked Caden. It's possible someone in his family used the Ronald McDonald House. All right, so now let's go on to our last bullet that we have as to why are we doing this. It is a real-world learning experience.
I think my aunt on my dad's side, my Aunt Katie, her first child didn't make it more than, not even more than 4 hours. He was born, he wasn't breathing right, his heart wasn't beating normally. It was like beating real slowly. He couldn't get the
Oxygen.
oxygen he needed, and that night he didn't make it.
Yeah, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he was just born that day and he didn't make it that night.
Right. That happens. It doesn't happen as much as it used to, but it still does. And there are lots of families that need help, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they got 3 kids.
They have 3
They
kids.
have 3 kids.
Uh-huh.
Well, the oldest is Peyton, which was the first baby they had, was going to be his name. Then there's Aubrey, and then there's Ethan. Ethan and Aubrey are twins.
Are they?
They're unknown.
That doesn't surprise me. All right, let's go back to this last bullet because I want to know what you think that means. It is a real-world learning experience. What do you think it means?
I think it means you can learn more about the McDonald house.
You can learn more about the Ronald McDonald House.
You learn more on cooking experiences in life and social skills.
So you think we're going to be doing some social skills training here?
There's gonna be people helping us cook, I think.
We get to do it all. We do all of it. But we have to use our appropriate social skills here to get ready to go and to do all of the work that I'm going to ask you to do, and also we have to use social skills there, so you're absolutely right, as well as cooking. Chase.
Well, when you're there, you could learn how sick people get ready, and then you can help them eat.
Well, we are leaving good food for them, so we're going to help them eat, and that's real world. You have to eat. And we might see them and ask them, or we won't ask them, but we might see somebody that's staying at the Ronald McDonald House, and they might tell us what's wrong with their child. Because the child would be at the hospital, right? And the child won't be at the Ronald McDonald House, so we won't actually get to see. But there are other real-world learning experiences that I'm going to give you. You're going to be using the telephone. You're going to be writing emails. You're going to be writing newspaper articles. You're going to be contacting and being in charge of all the home rooms and being in charge of talking to the teachers and collecting the cans. I'm just setting up how to do this.
I'm doing the letter.
You guys are doing all the work.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is teacher work very little, student work very hard opportunity.
I started yesterday.
Okay. Here, I put some pictures up.
Hey, I know some of those people.
I know you know some of those people. I'm going to come over here a little bit so that this swivel camera moves and follows with me. All right. Kaden, I'm going to put you in charge of when I say go ahead and turn the slideshow presentation. Just all you have to do is push that button, but don't move it yet.
The dark hair with 2008 on it.
The dark hair with 2008.
And that's this. Yeah.
She was a para here a few years ago, and I can tell you she was an awesome person, but I'm having a hard time remembering her name right now, but that's okay.
She went to a party while she got drunk.
Oh, let's not even talk about that right now, okay? You know, those kinds of things happen, but we don't have to try to remember that. All right. I'm going to remember the nice things that she did and the good help that she when she was here, she was a great helper.
Hey, Miss Granfield, I see her a lot.
I miss Mrs.
I
Granfield.
see her a lot. And when we were over,
Every time you see her, you tell her hi. Look at all the great food that we donated. Where do you think we got all that?
Food donation.
Any clues?
Aspire.
No. We didn't pick up one thing from Aspire. We did not go shopping. We did not buy one thing.
Donations.
From
Ronald, the teachers.
From the teachers, from the students, from the staff, every homeroom. We're going to have a contest.
are we doing the mail tree one?
Just a minute. We're going to have a contest, and the contest is going to be between the homerooms. Which homeroom can bring in the most food? the most donations. And then what we did is we offered a pizza and pop party to the winning class.
Well, Braden looks younger now when I see him.
Which one's Braden?
That one in the corner.
Brandon. Brandon.
This one?
No,
Or that one or that one?
Standing up, blue shirt.
oh, that one.
You used to be in your class?
He did. All those kids were in my class.
Not Eric.
But I want you to look at all those things. We couldn't even take the van up because we had so many donations that wouldn't fit. We had to take a bus just to carry our items. So I hope we get that many
You could have taken the
different items to
utility
donate.
van.
No, because there weren't enough seats.
No, because that took probably.
No, like utility van for the supply or the. Oh,
I know, but they needed that here during the day. So, yeah, they offered us a bus, and we just rode up on the bus. That was fine. Okay, let's go to the next picture.
hey, please space if you want.
That's okay. Here we have a picture of some guys chopping some veggies.
It's not our class,
that?
is it?
It is. I've been there multiple times,
Oh.
and I took pictures. Some of the pictures are from our class, and some are not. But I just wanted to pick pictures that would show you what the kitchen was like and some of the things that you might be doing.
Looks nice.
Okay, Caden, hit the button. And this is entitled "Everybody Has a Job." I'm looking at that picture and I see every single person working and getting ready to do something. Nobody's just standing around being lazy, right?
No.
So when we go up there, you'll know what your job is. You'll know what you're cooking and what you need to clean up. The only thing you won't know is where the supplies are. And when you're in somebody's new kitchen and you are cooking,
You gotta ask around.
not really, because there's nobody there. Do you see anybody there from Ronald McDonald House? Nope. Those people are all people from our school. They just let us in the front door and then we do our thing. But if you can't find something, you don't know where it is, you have to look for it. So everybody will have their job and you'll know what to do. You just might not know where the pans are,
No.
but you'll look,
Yeah.
right? Okay, turn the button. Push the button. We plan a healthy meal.
Oh, it's good.
That does look
Yeah,
yummy.
it does.
It's like a fruit salad.
It is a fruit salad.
I thought it
And that's part of our job. We're going to have to plan a really healthy, well-balanced meal to take up. And then go shopping for it. Go ahead and push the button. This one says, "We feel proud when we are done."
looks like an average ordinary day house.
It is an average everyday
there
ordinary
someone
house,
that has
except for the
water?
fact
That it's in the city.
it's in the city and it has probably 10 or 12 bedrooms.
Is that Connor?
It is Connor. Those are kids from East Union, but not kids in this class. Yeah, that was...
Yeah, he's my friend. He goes to Creston.
I think you guys know this classmate of yours
Oh,
and this classmate of yours. It was a couple years ago.
I don't know him.
I don't.
Matthew McGuire.
Oh,
That's Matt.
That is
They don't look like him.
Anna Collins. Okay, turn the picture.
is yours? Oh.
We celebrate. We celebrate by eating out when we are done.
That's too hot.
That is who hot.
Oh, we go.
Because we do not eat the food that we make for the people at the Ronald McDonald House. No, we make that and leave it.
I will go there again except.
We will decide as a group, that's probably the hardest thing we have to do, is decide which restaurant we want to eat out at in Des Moines.
Honestly, I don't care what restaurant.
Red
it is.
Robin.
I don't like Red Robin.
See, there we go. We already have a conflict, but that's okay. That's down the road a little bit. We have a lot of work.
How about the mall food?
We have a lot of work to do before we get to that place. Okay, do we have any more pictures?
Nope.
Are we done? We're done.
Sorry to get emotional.
No need to get emotional. All right. I'm going to skip out of this, and I'm going to go to our task list, which is right
nice.
here. All right, so this is what I'm going to ask you to do, and I have to change this a little bit because we have 3 people absent.
That's Mariah.
No, it's Martha.
Oh.
Number 1, I need someone to fill out the transportation request form once the date is secured. Number 2, I need someone to practice the script we wrote and call the Ronald McDonald House to request our date to cook.
Yep, and I already started mine.
And then I need someone to write an email to students explaining our food drive and our contest. And we brainstormed that yesterday with the web, right?
I started it.
I need someone to brainstorm how to get our donations for the materials to make the baby blankets. And I need someone to write an email to go to the newspaper explaining our next project, the Ronald McDonald project. And I put question marks there, because I was going to leave that one to the person who gets done first. I'm not sure. These all are not going to take everybody the same amount of time, right? Some people will be done
I
first.
think I might know somebody that could give us supplies for the blanket.
Excellent, because that's what we need. We need everybody to be thinking.
What's
Now,
the name across the...
Chase, since Martha is not here, I'm going to ask you to practice that script, and I'm going to have you make that phone call.
You have to work
Right now?
letter down.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, but I'm going to help you with that too, so don't worry.
Can I say my name is Martha?
So you can say your name is Chase, because you don't sound like a Martha. You don't.
Hello, this is Martha.
So now everybody sees what they're going to do, correct?
Yeah.
Right, you're going to need your one-on-one laptops to get things going and make lists. I do have that web. It's right in our folder. I want you to notice this blue folder that Dakota has. Open it up.
I can see.
What does it say, Dakota?
Ronald 2015 is what we got the house.
Ronald McDonald 2015. Right now, I have the paperwork in it that needs to be completed today.
Mine?
Except your
That's
web.
Emily's.
That is Emily's. Both of these things need to go to Chase. I will get your daily task sheet out in just a minute, but hand me that blue folder. I want everybody to watch me. I'm going to show you where we're keeping our blue folder so that on a daily basis you can come here, get the blue folder out, you'll look at your tasks sheet, and you'll see what your job is. It's going to be right here in our bottom. I know, people are gone today, so we'll change the name from Emily to Chase, no problem. So everybody get their computers, because I want this information documented on your Google Drive.
Oh, heartburn.